Hey guys, this is Abbasa here from 𝐼𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐠𝐫𝐚. Let's say you have prepared one of your virtual machine in your AWS account. So AWS stands for Amazon Web Service. And the virtual machine what you prepared in your AWS account is called Elastic Compute Cloud. Short form is EC2 instance. So the sometimes we call instance, sometimes we call compute, sometimes we call virtual machine. So all are the same. Now let's say you have prepared it during the preparation of that EC2 instance. You have selected your operating system type is Linux, and also it will ask you to download the private key and consider that also you have downloaded. Now using the PuTTY, you will be connecting from your local laptop or desktop to this given virtual EC2 instance or virtual machine and what we call as EC2 instance. So for that, let's see, understand about what are the steps I need to follow. So now here, the first step I will search with the Google where how do I log into my AWS console. For that, I will type AWS console login and hit enter. You'll get a lot of pages. In the pages, you have to select aws.amazon.com. So that's what is given with the console options. Once you click this link, you may get this next page. This is what the URL aws.amazon.com. So on the right side, you will see that sign in to the console. So click on the sign in to the console and then you will get the next page. So here there are two types of login. One is called root login and one is called IAM user login. So you have to select your root user login. Okay, it's up to you. You can use IAM or root, it doesn't matter. So I'm now considering in my case, I'm using the root user login. So during the root user login, it will ask you the email ID. You have to provide the respective email ID and you have to provide your password. After giving the email ID and password, you have to click on sign in. So then you'll get this page. In this page, you have to click on services section. There are a lot of services. In that, you have to select the compute section. And in the compute, you have to select your EC2. That's what I call EC2 stand for Elastic Compute Cloud. So here, it's also given that virtual servers in the cloud. So that means it is a part of the cloud. Let's understand about how you have to work that. So you have to go to, in the console, you have to go to services and in there, you have to select the compute and then go to EC2. Once after clicking the EC2, you will get into EC2 dashboard. This is my EC2 dashboard. From there, you have to click on instances section. So if after clicking the instances section, you will see number of instances, what we call the machines, number of machines you prepared, virtual machines have been prepared, will be listed here. Now considering this example, we will be connecting to the first machine. So what I need to do, I need to check boxes. Select the first machine which you wanted to connect it. After selecting that particular first machine as a checkbox, where you will see the list of tabs in the given bottom section of the tabs, you click on the details tab, then you will see one of the public IP section. So select that public IP or copy that public IP and then you open your PuTTY. Consider the PuTTY is already downloaded and placed in your desktop. You double click on that. This gets open. So once you open PuTTY in this category session, you have to go to in the category, click on the session where it will ask you to provide your host name or IP address. So we'll copy this public IP address which has been noted earlier, and that once you copied it, paste it over here in the section of PuTTY. In the category session, you have to specify the IP address what has been copied here. So keep it this port number 22 as it is, and now jump into the next section of your in the category. There is a connection section. So what I need to do, I need to go to connections, in that SSH, in that auth and credentials. After selecting the credential or after clicking on this credentials, you'll get this page. In this page, it will ask you provide your private key file which has been already downloaded during the creation of your EC2 instance. So click on browse, then it will ask you provide your downloaded private key file. So you have to select this private key file and then you have to say open it. Once you open it, you will get this page where again once after open, let's say this is open and you have to again back to click on this session options and you get this again back to the same options. Here is an example. So now here you say that you are back to the session and you may have options to save the sessions for future connected purpose. I'm giving here the machine name as a machine 1. This is just for a alias later to reconnect, and I will save it. So public IP is given, key is already mentioned, and I'm giving as a saved later for a reference to have a machine 1. After saving, click on open. After open, it will first time it will ask, shall I add the fingerprints? Say accept. So you accept it. It is considered you are okay to proceed with adding this fingerprints. Then it will ask you the username. So username is a default username, is a EC2 user. So you just have to type login as EC2-user. Since the keys is already provided, it will not ask password for next after providing your EC2 user as a login as. Once you provide EC2 user enter, so your connection get established to your AWS virtual machine, call it as EC2 instance. That's it. It is so simple how to connect your EC2 instance we call as a virtual machine has been prepared in your AWS cloud account. That's it. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.